Hello everyone, we are from Happy Airlines. Today we tell you about the story how we manage the airlines in simulations. This is the content of presentation, so I am a human manager. I will talk about the happy informations, mission, vision, core value and direction. About companies, Happy Airlines is business from Vietnam that operates at low cost with high quality service strategies. We offer long and short distance flight to destination with reasonable price and high quality service to meet customer demand. Happy Air accompanies customer on each route with friendly professional attitudes to satisfy customer expectation. Our mission, we want our customer think of air travel as a popular means of transportation. As a result, we offer comprehensive flight with high quality service to become one of Asia referred airline and develop a sustainable organizations. Our mission is to provide safety, high security for customers to be considered our priorities. In addition, Happy apply discount package for customers to travel by fast transit and promote popularity to reach the target customer. To create a successful business, we provide sustainable business and benefit for employees and shareholders. Finally, we take action to protect the environment and social responsibility. In core value, customer perspective, we are focused on customer satisfaction to improve service instantly and play important on convenience, quickly and good service employees. We create friendly working environment with a fair and empowering compensation for staff so that they are enthusiastic about their work. Shareholder, we optimize operating costs and have an effective operational strategy to increase profits and stock price. Society, we develop suitable CSR projects to increase brand awareness and have a positive for environment. In directions, the target customer people who often travel with low price and good service experience. We focus on training professional staff and effective communication campaign. Additional, Happy follow a local leadership strategy to create a competitive advantage with low price and various service. Finally, we create reliability of company full quality service and cooperate with stakeholder for win-win situation.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim. I will be presenting the industry analysis. First, we will begin with the high airline market segmentation. In the segmentation, in high airline target the age group between 18 to 60, they both in male and female who are strongly concerned about the ticket price and the service quality. When looking at airline service, so our company also target a wide range of economic class, including the lower and middle class, coming from the medium city. Therefore, the low price and high quality is the key factor that affects the customer purchase intention. Moving to the cost positioning mode, considering the competition in the market, high airlines should be aware and unlike the competitor in the market. If the competitor target the same customer groups as the high airline do, so in that case, it is vital to evaluate the competitor strategy to the positioning map. The positioning map shows the high airline focus on high quality and at a discount price. Need the fair and quality comparison table show the fair and quality of all competitors in the region as well as the fair structure, including discount, normal, and luxury. Therefore, high airlines set the fair price at 31 cents, which aim to provide to the customer a reasonable price with a high level of quality service. Next, we move to the report analysis. The first one, the company rivalry is set in high level since there are three different discount airlines existing in one region and offer to the customer the same service. So all the experience of customer receive during the flight are the same regardless of the airline they choose. It means that high airline are continuously challenged by the risk of losing customer to the competitor. The power of flyer is set to high in the high level since the fuel price are fluctuating in the international oil market. Then, due to the location and the distance that they have to deliver the fuel, the manufacturer of aircraft is standardized, so high airline need to maintain a positive relationship with the manufacturer to sign a long-term contract. The track of new entries is set to low level. This is because the initial for establishment cost is expensive, which is $250,000. So the company will also need to pay the cost of maintenance and fuel on a quarterly basis during its operation. Moreover, the process to get a business license by the authority is very complicated and time-consuming for the airline company. It is also challenging for airline company to build the customer base information due to the concerns about service and safety for the customer. The customer bargaining power is set to moderate level, since the customer has many options when setting an airline brand, because they know different in changing in the airline company. So the customer can easily book an airline ticket through the internet or through the application app on the phone. The types of substitution, there are several modes of alternative transportation available to people, including trains, road, and the seas. The transportation, people tend to switch to other transportation because they are less expensive than the air travel. However, some people will continue to choose air travel due to the convenience and time saving when traveling from a long distance.
Hello everyone, my name is May and I will talk about operations. I will start with fleets. We are shown 2 on TB300 aircraft and 1 fleet TB300 aircraft. We then chartered 2 aircraft, including 1 TB340 with its slightly clustered and more fuel effective than TB300s, and 1 TB450 with its mild fuel effective turbocharged. About scheduling, from the beginning to the end of previous quarter, we solely maintained in region 3 and provided 64 flights for clients, with a total distance of 26,420 miles. Except for routes F and R, we trust the majority of the routes. This is because we service short-haul flight and hence account for potential market share. The reasons we included routes F and R is that they are international flight and resource routes. For route F, the maintenance and fuel costs will be higher than other routes. For route R, the demand for these routes peak during the resource seasons, while demand is predicted to be modest during the rest of the year. The routes A, B, and C, as well as E1, E2, had a positive passenger class factor and seat sales. Regarding the maintenance, from the first quarter to the 8th quarter, we decided to choose maintenance level 1 because the trajectories for high is low cost. However, in quarter 4, we increased to level 2 because in this quarter, the airline has maintenance problems and had a serious accident when an engine caught on fire. About fuel, the fuel will be traded on contract from quarter 1 to quarter 8. After testing grounds, we realized the contract price is always lower than the spot price.
Moving on with the marketing, so we have analyzed our 4 P's: is product, price, place, and people. In the product, we have 2 airplanes, it's TB340s, TB450, cargo service, cabin food service, and then the price, we positioning ourselves at discount airline, so the fare per mile is only $31. Then place, we have 4 main routes, route A, B, C, E1, and E2. In the people, we require them to go through our selection, then the training, and then we will reward each individual that perform and contribute excellently to hype. So we have 2 main communication channels, is advertising and promotion. The 2 other communication channels is in-flight magazine and salesperson. So we have one to heavily focus on selling flight ticket and create promotion for passengers. We decide to invest 70% in promotion and only 30% in the advertising. In the in-flight magazine, we want to build passenger trust, loyalty, promote destination and new route, so we invest at the bare minimum budget for all planes. But for the salesperson, we recruit 4 salesperson and 1 sales manager in order to expanding high presence.
I will talk about human resources decision. Training quality budget. Number of employees is 59 people, hire 1 salesperson. We keep the training budget in quarter 1, quarter 2 because we spend a lot of money to invest. As a result, the unprofessional worker cause damage to customer launches. For the next quarter, we decide to increase our attendance cost from $2,000 to $3,000 each quarter, depending on how many routes company operates and come up with a budget problem to increase customer satisfaction. So quality increased significantly in quarter 8. In recent 3, the competitor focused on employees trainings and target the same segmentations. However, our training budgets were lower than competitor and the industry average. Compensations, we pay a bold prevalence wages of 0.5% to 2.5% for all employees. We are ran through our target to provide employee satisfaction and commitment to their work. As a result, the turnover rate decreased at 10%.
Hello teacher and everyone, my name is V. I'm a member who in charge of the finance department of our airline companies. So today I will share with you our team strategies for the financings throughout the 8 quarters. So let's start. The first thing is the aircraft acquisition. After comparing the cost of purchasing an aircraft to a lease, we were aware the total expense of a lease is much higher than the total cost of purchasing, but we still decided to choose to lease the aircraft because we want to run our companies in a short-term strategies. So the next thing is about the stock. Our team has agreed with each other that we will not launch anything from the beginning, so we will not need to sell the stock to pay the debts. Also, we choose to lease the aircraft, so it will not necessary for us to sell the stock. The next thing is about the loans. As I mentioned before, that our team has agreed not to borrow any long-term or short-term from the start. However, in the balance sheet, it still have a still remaining long-term loans that the company already borrowed before. So with each quarter, with the net profit we earn, we will pay off the long-term. And about the investment activities, we have considered the potential of purchasing the 3-month CD investment, but decided not to invest in due to the low interest.
Now we move to performance results. The quality ratio increased each quarter and provide additional service, but we are at rank 9 because the training cost is lower than competitor. The reliability rate increased significantly in quarter 7, but there was a slight decrease in quarter 8, so we focus on strengthening staff schedules, maintenance, quality inspections. The load factor increased slightly every quarter and reached 4 in quarter 8. In the net profit from quarter 0 to quarter 1 is the investment period for business activities leading to negative net profits, although there were positive net profit flow quarterly. However, in quarter 8, the net profits decreased slightly because cost per available 6 miles over use per available 6 miles. Cumulative net profits in general has a strong role in cumulative net profits and growth and rank 8 in quarter 8. The stock price increased gradual to quarter 3. This is positive finance. However, negative net profits affect the stock price by 21.2% in quarter 8. We use the balance cost to elevate our business performance in financial aspects. Our objective is increase profitability and ROE, reduce debt to equity. The factors are measured net profit, cumulative net profit, equity and launch. The target of positive cumulative net profit increase ROE by 5% and debt to equity under 1. As a result, we had negative net profits and ROE. However, cumulative net profit and debt to equity hit the targets. In terms of customer, our strategies is on time, comfortable, loyalties, and safe. We will measure the target quality over 80%, reliability 90%, and load factor over 80%. As a result, we hit our targets so far in load factor and the airline that customer refer. In terms of internal business operational efficiency, optimization, scheduling, and our focus, we measure total operational expense, net profits, and load factor. The goals are per decrease operational expense and load factors over rest even. The results is rank 1 in operational expense and cost per available 6 miles rank 3. In terms of innovation and learning, we focus on talent acquisitions and training scheme to build sustainable business development. So we manage the team sale to increase revenue, training buckets, and compensation to reduce employee turnover rate. As a result, we achieved our goals of increasing 55% of revenues in quarter 7.
Diagnose a performance. In the beginning stage, we have set up our strategy in fleet scheduling and marketing. So we have disposed 3 original airplane to save the cash for all the activities, and then leased 2 other planes to enhance the quality of the plane. In the scheduling, we enter our 4 main route. Then in the marketing, we decide to invest cargo in flight magazine at first to improve the customer experience on flight and receive the profit in the next 3 quarters. And we hired 2 salespersons to call out for travel agent on selling flight ticket. As you can see in the outcome on the quarter 1, the net profit is somewhat minus 350,000. But in the quarter 2, we have gained a net profit is somewhat 60,000, and the quality is also increased. The same with reliability, and the passenger load factors increased to almost 80%, rather than in the quarter 1 is only 65%. In the prosper stage, we remain unchanged on the strategy we set up in the beginning. As you can see, the operating revenue are increased while the expense are decreased. Also, the income of the operating also increased. So as you can see here, the load factors and the break-even have the very big variance. And the same for the expense and the revenue we receive. So the bigger the variance is, the higher profit we receive. So we have witnessed a sudden loss in quarter 4 to quarter 6 because of the decrease in number of daily flight in our 4 main route, and we want to open 3 more routes with only regular fare. We also want to hire 2 more salespersons while the operating expense are rising and the net passenger revenue dropped. As you can see in the table here, the operating revenue just slightly increased from quarter 3 to quarter 6. The operating expense are also increased. However, the operating income are decreased. They have witnessed a drop for more than 150,000. And in the chart here, you can see that the load factors and the break-even load are almost meeting each other at a point. The variance here are very small. And in the second chart, you can also see that the operating expense and the revenue has overlapped each other. That means that the profit we receive are 0. So after acknowledge that we make the wrong decision, we have to go back to where we begin. So we start route D, F, and R, increase daily flight for our 4 main route, and we also increase marketing budgets for the last 2 quarters. As you can see in the quarter 7, the passenger load factor has increased to approximately 80%, and the quality also increased, and net profits are positive again. But because of the technical issues, the decision on hiring a new station manager wasn't recorded, so a slump in net profits has occurred.
I will talk about 7 incidents. In this quarter, we had to decide whether to hire a salesperson or a director of maintenance. Both of whom are working for our competitor. We had 4 options. First, hire the competitor salesperson. Other expenses will be charged as 10,000. Second, hire the competitor director of maintenance. 10,000 bonus will be charged as other expenses. Third, hire both, and the last option is to hire neither. Because during higher profits than reward water, minimize the occurrence of unexpected problems, and build a good image in the eyes of customer, it is necessary to hire more talented employees. So he has analyzed the pros and cons of the 2 employees. For the director of maintenance, it is difficult to find someone who can handle operational problems, and technical issues are also very important. He has well-trained working experience, so it will be easy for him to get acquainted with our company technical process. When hiring him, back up the good technical plans. However, it is still uncertain what benefits he will bring for our companies and the cost is high. When faced with pressures, the possibility of job hopping can occur. For the sales managers, her strength is that he has built a black corporate customer base. Because of her pleasant personality and convincing stories, he has been able to successfully cultivate and travel agents in the regions, as well as since several corporations for study charter business. However, the cost of hiring her is very high. We make decisions based on the pay decisions market process. Conflict occur in steps 3 and 4, which revolve around 2 issues. First, member favor hiring employees from competitor and believe that business is business. In addition, the employees are free to choose to move. We just give the salaries their current employee is supposed to give them. On the contrary, others suggested that our matching companies could go back and hire one of the people we have invested so much in. The second problem is that there are members who suppose hiring salespersons and other members who think the director of maintenance is more important. In a way, we resolve conflict consists of four things. Firstly, attitude reviews. Team members treat each other and respect and consultants and discuss issues in a constructive way. Second, listen carefully. Try to understand each other's point of view. Thirdly, listen first, then speak. Listen to what others are saying before forming an opinion. Maybe what they say will change your mind. Finally, we will find a solution together. Create an atmosphere of open sharing so that all team members work together and find a solution to the problems. After applying the conflict resolution step, we have realized that
Talk is about our future plans for the next 4 quarters. Based on the last 8 quarter results, our teams have learned some new lessons and gained our experience due to the practice and the lifestyle. We will display on this graph. The business index is forecast for the next quarters on the quarter 9 to quarter 12. So we will base on the graph to make the decision for each quarter. As we can see from the graph in the quarter 9, the demand is increasing slightly. So we will decide to open one more regions in quarter 9. And because we have bought the sales report in the quarter 8, therefore we know that in the region 1 has 5 competitors. So it will be out of our list. We decide to choose region 5 because there is an increase of plus 9.3% of fixed. So therefore, the potential of the market is high and promising. So we will choose to open the region 5, and we will selling $250,000 stock to deduct the cost of opening one new region. We will open 3 more routes, 5A, 5E1, and 5E2. We will lease one more TB340 and let the aircraft serve these routes below. And also, we will increase by $10,000 for promotions and advertising, hire one more salesperson, and increase the training budget to $30,000. Again, we can see that the demand is increasing sharply and is peaking. Therefore, we will increase by $10,000 for promotion and $5,000 for advertising. We will lease one more aircraft, TB450s, and open one more route, which is 5B, and increase the routes 5A daily flights to 2 flights, and 5B gets 1 flight, 5E1 get 2 flights, and 5E2 get 2 flights too. Also, we will increase the training budget to $32,000 because every time we buy the new aircraft, we will increasing the training budget. In the quarter 11, we will invest more on the cargo marketing service, so we will increase an additional $5,000 for the cargo marketing service and add $5,000 to social performance budget and choose the environment courses area. And of course, in the last quarter, is quarter 12, we will repurchase $200,000 stock. So after 4 practice routes and 1 live route, the most important and the most memorable lesson that we learn is teamwork. Help us gain the experience of organizing in a team when working on a business project, understand the roles of each post and how to cooperate effectively with each other. Next lesson, my friends will cover it.
We've had to face unexpected problem, a potential contrast, and make business plan. Therefore, we need an in-depth analysis of finance, stakeholder disadvantage and advantage of problem to make long-term and short-term decisions in a good ways to develop the business.
What we have learned is to envisioning when creating any plan or strategies. This helps us avoid unexpected events or issues that can affect the end result.
At the end of airline simulation, we have learned that the energy report is very important in observing the market status, particularly to monitor the computer strategy for each quarter. We might have purchased the market report earlier in the simulation, but in the first quarter, this is the period for the company to build up.
Is our list of preferences, and that will be all of our presentation. Thank you for your listening.